Hi guys, today I'm doing a video which is a type of video I've never done before, so honestly I'm a little nervous in making it, but I hope that it can be even just a little bit helpful for you guys. It was actually requested by a user called Sleepy Che following my latest haul from ZenMarket, and she asked if I could do a kind of tutorial or a walkthrough for using the website. So to start off, I'm guessing that there may be quite a lot of people who have never used a proxy bidding site before, so I thought it's best just to kind of go over the basics of it. So what is ZenMarket? They are a proxy bidding website, one of many, which allow you to bid on items from the Yahoo Japan auctions, which simply put is like a Japanese version of eBay, exclusive to Japan. And the format is pretty much the same, so items are listed in either auction style or buy it now, or they can also be auction style but with a buyout price as well, like eBay. Where the difference ends between the two is that the items that you purchase through this proxy site, they aren't shipped directly to you. First they get shipped to the warehouse, in this case ZenMarket's warehouse, and then they're stored there until you create a package to then ship to your address. So in this, basically ZenMarket is acting as a middleman for you to allow you to buy from the Yahoo auctions, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to. As far as I'm aware, you need to have like a Japanese address, so probably be a Japanese resident, and also like Japanese account, like bank account details. It seems to be that's their primary way of transferring money and stuff, unlike eBay, which is mostly PayPal. So first of all, I'm going to go through the website itself, and then once we've been through the website and the features and stuff, then we'll go on to looking at comparing items and seeing what you can find on here and how you can enhance your Kpop collection and at the same time also save yourself money. To start off though, I would just like to say that my personal opinion is that when you come to a place like this, just like the same when you go anywhere really, you do want to get the most out of your shipping that you're going to pay. So I would definitely say when you're coming here, do look to try and buy more than one thing, if you know what I mean. Of course, you can always, maybe if you're unsure of using somewhere like this, definitely test out the waters, maybe do 2 or 3 small things and see how you get on. But usually when I go to a proxy site, I am looking to get like maybe 6 or 7 items, because it just makes it more worthwhile for yourself because you save more on shipping. And I would also say that if you are uncomfortable or do not like pre-owned second-hand CDs and goods, it's not really a place that you should be using, because the majority of things are second-hand, albeit that you do get some which are in really, really great condition, then you get some which are marked or dented and things like that, but you just need to always be aware of the fact that you aren't buying brand new stuff. But, you know, the prices that you find on here, it's not really something that I would be too fussy about, you know. So starting off, you can change the language if you wish. There's a couple of different options. You can also change the currency. So when you look up something, it will of course show you it in yen, since that is Japan's currency. But you can choose, and there's not every currency, but there's a fair few to choose from, and this will then show you the price in yen, but also a conversion of it in your own currency. So I'm from the UK and I have it in pound sterling, but for the sake of this video I'm going to put it in US dollars, because I know a lot of people are from America, and also there's a example I want to use from eBay which is also in US dollars, so just to make it a bit easier for everyone. So that's that. Over here we have funds. So the way that ZenMarket works, you need to place a deposit. And right now I have 379 yen in my account. That's left over from the last time. You can take your funds out, but I just didn't want to because it's like such a small amount. I just wanted to keep it there until the next time I need it. So you can add money to your account using PayPal, or you can use your card direct. So what you do here is if I click and it asks you how much in yen would you like to deposit. So say for example I want to deposit 3,000 yen, and it will tell me the amount in pounds, and I can change it to dollars. And this is already including the fee which is stated here. And then the same with your card, it's like the same method. You just need to put in your details and you're good to go. And watch list, I'll not look at that because this comes under my account as well. So if I click on my account, and you've got your little sections here on the left hand side, and I really like the way that this is laid out because it's very simple, I find, and it's easy to be able to locate things and just very easy to use, I find. And so here is usually where you'll have your recent activity, items that you are bidding on, items that you have bought, and it'll tell you the status, like if the seller's being paid, if it's awaiting shipping, things like that, if it's arrived in warehouse. So I just like to think of this part as your kind of status area. Messages is where you can find your messages between yourself and ZenMarket support. So for example, this one, I had a question about this item. I wanted to know the domestic shipping costs, and they replied back to me and told me that it was 164 yen. Sometimes sellers, they do write in the description, sometimes they don't. So in the cases where they don't, I like to ask. Sometimes they have multiple different shipping methods available, sometimes it's just one, it depends. Events, pretty much self-explanatory, tells you what's been going on. So, you know, your auction has reached the warehouse, we've lost an auction, you've been outbid, things like that. Watch list, items that you can add that you want to see how they're doing, like bid-wise and things like that. So I do have a couple of items in here, but they're actually not items that I particularly want, but in fact what I will come back to later on for examples. Now for packages, I might need to pause so that I don't get my address and stuff into. Okay, so for packages, I've ordered from ZenMarket 3 times already. I've had 3 packages from them. So starting off, it gives you lots of information. And usually when your items and stuff have arrived, you go here as well to create a package, and you can choose the items that you want to put in a package. You can choose to put all your items into one package. You can put as many items as you want into different packages, like if you wanted to do 4 and 4 or 2 and 4, things like that. And then once you've done that, they pack your stuff, and then they'll come back with the weight and the dimensions, and then it tells you the shipping method. So the shipping method I chose, and I always seem to choose, is the cheapest one really, but also is really good, gets here really fast, is the sea and land small packet, which I believe you can only use that if it's under 2 kilos, but I always have my packages under 2 kilos unless it's going to be something really heavy. But this is the tracking number that you get, which is really good. You get tracking even with the cheapest method of shipping. Supporting document is just your customs sheet that you'll be able to see. Package content, this is what the value of your package is, really, like the actual amount that you paid. And this one here won't always come up unless you choose to lower the package value on the customs, which I always do because, you know, I don't want to get customs fees. And so yeah, this is what it would say on my package as opposed to like 5,000 yen, just 1,200. And you do have to pay a very, very small fee to do that. I'm sure it was like 50 yen or something, but is worth it rather than getting like £20 worth of customs. So yeah, and pretty much just the same over here. I really like how precise they are with everything, like it's great. And then payments shows you everything that's gone in and out. It's pretty much like a bank statement. I really like how clear it is, you know, with the negative going out and then the positive coming in. Tells you exactly what the payments were for. Really good. Settings, not much to see in settings, I think. Yeah, you can just turn on and off email notifications, and I like that you can do that, like, so you don't do all at the same, but you can pick and choose which ones you want, because sometimes, you know, for example, um, this one, you know, send me an email when I lose, or not, no, sorry, not this one. This one, when I've been outbid, things like that are handy if you're wanting to buy an item. And I think that's pretty much it for this section. Yes, okay, so now we can get started on our searching. So let me just have a look down here first. So this is quite nice. It pretty much shows you in a simple term like how it works. So you deposit funds, place a bid, stuff like that. I like that they have that. Why choose ZenMarket? They have a low service fee, we charge only blah blah blah. All that you guys can look at yourself rather than me just read it out to you. I'm sorry, I'm doing unnecessary things. So, when using somewhere like this, it's good for rare items, it's good for Japanese press items, albums, photo cards, things like that. But it can also be really good for newer releases too. You can find some really good deals on here. You just need to know how to search for them and be a bit savvy about it as well. So I went to eBay to get an example. So here we have BTS's latest Japanese album, Youth, and this one comes with a photo card, and it has free shipping. It's $33 pretty much. You can also make an offer, but I think they just added that because the other day they didn't have it. So anyway, $33 you'd be looking at to get this album and photo card. And I don't know about you guys, but I think it's quite expensive. So if we go to ZenMarket, we want to search for BTS items. So here we have BTS name in Hanja. So I would definitely say find out your group's Japanese name in Japanese. It can make searches easier, but sometimes for groups like Shiny or Monster X, it can be easier to find them in English. Like whenever I search Shiny stuff, I never put their name in their Japanese name. I don't even think they have a Japanese name. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's besides the point. So if I was just to search BTS, there's obviously going to be so many things coming up. So to avoid that, you know, like, oh, look at these nice mugs and stuff. To avoid that, let's be a bit more specific. So we're looking for youth. I'll put CD as well. Let's see what it brings us. So yeah, here you can see that they have quite a few. Okay, so here's one for buyout price of $9.19. This one has the group card. I wonder if there's a cheaper one. Let's have a look. Okay, this one's cheaper. Any more? As you can see, there's even ones, like, look at this one. The album with Namjoon's photo card, $3.68. Like, what? How? How is that even possible? Okay, no, I don't think we're going to find any cheaper than that. So, let's just get a look at what an auction page looks like. Oh, just ignore this because sometimes something that a seller writes in a description can kind of trigger that. But basically, if you ever see this come up, just click on it. You don't have to write a comment. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a CD. It's not anything that's illegal. So yeah. So here we have the picture. Sometimes sellers have more than one. Current price, buyout price. I was just about to say $800. $8.28. This is the seller. This is their positive and negative feedback. You can also add the seller to the watch list. You can see a bid history. This is where you add it to the watch list. You can ask a question about the item, and when you do that, it just comes up like this, and then you'll find your question that you asked, in your messages section on your My account. And then here it just gives you basic information like the item is used, shipping within Japan is not free. That's the auction ID. I would say ignore this because that'll just make you run for the hills. It adds on way too much and makes it seem like it's not accurate basically, and it'll make it seem a lot more expensive than what actually is. And this is where they have the description, and you know, obviously with it being automatically translated from Japanese to English, sometimes it's hard to make sense of, but try your best. If there's something that you don't understand, like I said, definitely use the ask a question because they are very helpful and they get back to you pretty quickly too. So for example, I can't see if the seller, oh no, okay, I was going to say, but no. So see, yeah, they have 3 shipping methods, and the cheapest one is 164. And as far as I'm aware, ZenMarket will always use the cheapest shipping method that a seller proposes. Now, you know, looking at this, so if we have the price of the album 900 yen, let's just say let's just speak about it in dollars roughly. So let's say like $9 for the CD plus the $3 commission fee plus like $2 for the domestic shipping to Japan. You're talking about what, like $15? So literally half the price of this one here. Half the price. You could buy another BTS album for that. You could buy another photo card for that. You know, it definitely makes sense. Save yourself some money, and some more examples of doing that. I'll pull them up in here. So this one is a really good one, I think. So as I was talking about things like rare things and whatever, this is a pretty recent release. So here we have GOT7's Never Ever, and this is a set of the album with JB's CD play and all 3 of his cards for $12, or sorry, like $11. The shipping within Japan free, so you don't have to pay anything extra on top of that. So you just got to add on your $3 commission, $14. Sometimes you could just buy the album, like only the album price is going to be $14 if you go to K-Town for you or something. But to be able to buy it already with your biases, photo cards and CD plate, saving you is also money on like having to trade and things like that. It makes sense. And the seller is also giving you the option to choose which version you want with it, if you want the Never or the Ever, which is really, really good. Especially if you're someone that collects multiple versions even, because you don't even know how cheap I see member Turbulence versions on here. It's insane how cheap you can find them. So let's go back here. Here's another one. An album which pretty much everyone knows is out of print. Here we have BAP's first full-length album for Sensibility, and it's actually autographed by Jong Up. you see up there, and it's has a buy it price of $13.79. Yep. So let's go and see if they have any. So I think, I'm not sure, but from what I can see, it would be 600 yen to ship within Japan. I think because it's quite a big album and perhaps they want to do like a secured method since it's a signed thing. But even still, can you really argue with paying $21 for a signed out of print album? No, you can't. And this one might be this price because it's signed, but I see them as well a lot cheaper, even like with photo cards and things like that. It's you need to search and you'll find stuff, guys. I'm telling you, this is the place you really need to be going to. Now here we go, another thing. It's very common to find on the Yahoo auctions bundle offers. I don't see them so much on eBay, but on here there's lots. So why I chose this one, FT Island, these three I know for sure are out of print. This one I'm not too sure, but these three definitely. So it has a starting price of $10, but if you want it, you can buy it for $14. Shipping not free, and what would it be here? 350 for postage. So let's just say you want to do buy it price. So you're doing 14 and your $3 commission and 350. I'm losing myself. 350 for the shipping within Japan. That is $20, roughly $20.50 for 4 albums, 3 of which are out of print. It is what? Like, I'm actually speechless because it's insane. And going back, another one, this is just like a photo card, which is of Shiny's Replay. Now Replay was their first Japanese single to come out, and these cards, I usually see them on eBay between like $20 to $30, depends. $8 here, plus shipping 92 yen. So $8 plus $3 commission is 12. No, why am I so bad at maths? Oh my god, 11, and then plus, like, not even $12 for this card. Again, less than half the price than what I've seen them on eBay. And another example, the last one that I have to show you guys. I'm sorry, I must be boring you by now. GDN Tops, first press mini album, Hi Hi, the Playboy Bunny version, which I've seen on eBay for about 50. On bids, the start off price is $9. So can you imagine if you buy this at $9, no one else bids on it, you're going to be laughing, really. Shipping, okay, see, now this is unclear, and they have a lot of, okay, no, I think it would be this, 360 yen. So still, $9 plus your $3, and then your 360 shipping. It's still a really good price to be paying. You'd pay like about $15 for this album, and it looks in an okay condition too. So really, guys, it just depends what you look for, but honestly, I couldn't recommend enough using these places. Like, honestly, that's why you do not see me buy Japanese singles anymore. Like, I don't buy them because I wait until they then come onto the auctions, and I can just buy the album with my biases photo card and save myself a lot of money. So that's the way that I do it. But I feel a little bit relieved now having finished that, and I really hope that, oh god, this video is going to be so long, but I hope that it was helpful for you guys at least. Like, thank you for being so patient and sitting through this. So honestly, thank you guys for watching, and if you need any help in the comments or something, please do let me know. I'll try to help as best as I can. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye!